Embracing Uncertainty, Brooke's Guide to Finding Clarity. In today's fast-paced world, uncertainty has become our constant companion. We find ourselves navigating through life's unpredictable currents, often feeling adrift and unsure about where we're headed. For many, this can feel overwhelming and paralyzing. But there's a silver lining hidden within the clouds of uncertainty. Today, I'm here to share my journey and guide you towards embracing it, because in doing so, you'll discover a newfound clarity and peace. Let me tell you this. Have you ever found yourself staring at a blank page, unsure of what to write? Or perhaps you've stood at a crossroads, weighing the pros and cons of two paths that seem equally uncertain. These moments of uncertainty are part of the human experience, and they can be both daunting and exhilarating. They push us out of our comfort zones, forcing us to confront the unknown. And in confronting the unknown, we often find unexpected clarity and growth. Here's something you should know. I once found myself in a similar predicament. I had been working at a job that I loved, yet the future felt uncertain. My career was on a steady upward trajectory, but I couldn't shake the feeling that I was missing something. It wasn't until I started exploring new opportunities and venturing into uncharted territories that I discovered a path that truly resonated with me. That journey led me to where I am now, and it taught me that embracing uncertainty isn't about avoiding it, but about learning to navigate through it with purpose. Now, imagine if every time you faced uncertainty, you could see it as a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. Imagine if you approached it with curiosity instead of fear. This mindset shift is exactly what Brooke, the founder of Embracing Uncertainty, teaches us. Africa is not just a name. She's a beacon of hope and inspiration for those who struggle with the weight of uncertainty. Africa's story is one of resilience and transformation. She grew up in a challenging environment where stability was hard to come by. Despite these obstacles, she persevered, using her experiences to create a platform that empowers others to embrace uncertainty. Her journey is nothing short of remarkable, and it's one that I want to share with you. You might be wondering, how does one begin to embrace uncertainty? Well, let's start with the basics. First, acknowledge that uncertainty exists. It's a natural part of life, and accepting this reality is the first step toward embracing it. Next, focus on what you can control. While we may not have control over everything, we do have control over our responses to situations. By focusing on what we can influence, we gain a sense of power and direction. Here's something you should know. When I first encountered Africa's work, I was struck by the simplicity of her advice. She suggests keeping a journal, which I found incredibly insightful. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can help you process them more effectively. It's a way to make sense of the chaos and identify patterns or themes. This practice not only helps you understand your own mind, but also gives you a clearer picture of your goals and aspirations. Another essential lesson Africa imparts is the importance of setting boundaries. In a world where we're constantly connected and available, it's easy to get pulled into the fray. However, setting healthy boundaries allows you to recharge and focus on what truly matters. This doesn't mean shutting off entirely. It means knowing when to say no and when to prioritize self-care. Africa's personal anecdotes are particularly poignant. She shares stories of people who were able to turn their lives around simply by embracing uncertainty. One such story involves a young entrepreneur who was facing financial difficulties. Instead of succumbing to despair, he decided to take risks and explore new business ventures. He didn't know where this path would lead, but he knew that taking action was better than staying stuck in fear. As we delve deeper into the concept of embracing uncertainty, let's consider another crucial aspect: cultivating a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. When we adopt this mindset, we view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than threats to our ego. This shift in perspective transforms uncertainty from a source of anxiety to a catalyst for progress. I remember a time when I was overwhelmed by a project at work. I felt like I was drowning in responsibilities, and the thought of failure loomed large. But instead of letting fear dictate my actions, I decided to break the project down into manageable tasks. Each small victory gave me confidence and momentum. By adopting a growth mindset, I was able to transform uncertainty into a springboard for success. Lastly, let's talk about the role of community. Building a support network is vital when navigating uncertainty. Whether it's joining a local group or connecting online, having people who understand and encourage you can make all the difference. Community provides a sense of belonging and accountability, reminding us that we're not alone in our struggles. One of the most powerful lessons Africa teaches is the importance of vulnerability. Embracing uncertainty requires courage, and true courage comes from acknowledging our fears and sharing them. By being open and honest, we foster connections and build trust. This openness also allows us to receive support and guidance from others, turning potential obstacles into allies. A real-life example that illustrates this point is a friend of mine who shared her journey with me. She had recently moved to a new city for a job opportunity, but the transition was tough. Initially, she felt isolated and lost. However, by opening up to her colleagues and friends, she found a supportive community. Through their encouragement and understanding, she began to thrive. The uncertainty of her situation turned into a period of growth and discovery. So here's the truth. Embracing uncertainty is not about denying its existence or pretending it doesn't matter. It's about approaching it with curiosity, determination, and a willingness to learn. It's about finding clarity in the midst of confusion and transforming fear into fuel for growth. Let's wrap this up with a powerful conclusion. Embracing uncertainty is not just a skill, it's a choice. A choice that can transform your life in ways you never imagined. Remember, every step forward, no matter how small, is a step towards clarity. So go forth and embrace the uncertainty. You have the strength, the wisdom, and the support to navigate through it with grace and resilience. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Here's to embracing uncertainty, finding clarity, and creating a life filled with purpose and meaning.